The camera opens on Vancouver downtown just after 3 a.m., when most cities would be quiet. But here, the streets are still alive with a pulse that feels both electric and mysterious, especially during Halloween week. The first thing that stands out is the atmosphere, a mix of neon reflections, damp pavement from the coastal air, and the low hum of traffic that never fully disappears. Vancouver earns a nickname, the city that never sleeps in a subtle way, not through chaos, but through constant motion. Even at this hour, lights glow in high-rise apartments, rideshare cars glide through intersections, and groups of people move with purpose, laughter, or quiet conversations that echo between glass buildings. Downtown Vancouver's layout plays a major role in how the city performs after 3 a.m. The grid system, combined with wide sidewalks and carefully planned intersections, allows foot traffic and vehicles to coexist smoothly. Streets like Granville, Robson, and parts of Gastown feel designed for nightlife, with lighting that is bright enough to feel safe, but soft enough to maintain mood. The design elements of the city become more noticeable at night, from modern steel and glass towers to historic brick buildings that look cinematic under street lamps. Halloween decorations add another layer, with fake cobwebs, carved pumpkins, masks, and costumes creating a surreal visual experience that feels halfway between a festival and a film set. Performance-wise, the city shows impressive efficiency, even in the early morning hours. Public transportation may slow down, but taxis, rideshare services, and late-night buses keep movement fluid. You can see how the city's infrastructure is built for flexibility, supporting nightlife workers, emergency services, and night owls without breaking rhythm. Street cleaning crews quietly do their job. Police patrols maintain a visible but non-intrusive presence, and food delivery bikes weave through traffic with practiced confidence. All of this creates a sense that the city is running on a different clock, one that values continuity rather than strict schedules. Halloween week adds a unique selling point to Vancouver's downtown experience after 3 a.m. Costumes range from creative and artistic to humorous and slightly chaotic, reflecting the city's diverse culture. You might see someone dressed as a classic horror character walking next to someone in a pop culture outfit, both heading to the same late-night food spot. Bars and clubs spill energy onto the sidewalks as people cool down between venues, and the music changes as you move from block to block. Bass vibrations from underground clubs, mixed with live street performers, and the distant sound of sirens, creating an audio landscape that feels layered and immersive from a visual design perspective. Vancouver excels in how it blends natural and urban elements. Even at night, you catch glimpses of dark water near the harbor reflecting city lights, or silhouettes of mountains faintly visible against the sky when clouds break. This contrast is one of the city's strongest unique features. Few downtown cores allow you to feel surrounded by nature while standing among skyscrapers at 3 a.m. During Halloween week, fog and mist often roll in, enhancing the mood and making the city feel cinematic without any artificial effects. The people are another key feature of this experience. After 3 a.m., the crowd shifts from tourists to locals, service workers, artists, students, and night shift professionals. There is a relaxed confidence in how people move, as if everyone understands the unspoken rules of the night. Conversations are slower, laughter is louder, and interactions feel more genuine. This human element is a major selling point for Vancouver's nightlife, especially compared to cities where late nights feel rushed or overly aggressive. Here, even during Halloween, there is a balance between celebration and calm. The technical side of filming or documenting Vancouver downtown after 3 a.m. is also worth noting. The city's lighting design provides enough illumination for cameras to capture detail without heavy artificial lighting. LED streetlights, storefronts, and vehicle headlights create natural highlights and shadows that enhance depth. Reflections on wet streets act like natural mirrors, adding visual interest and movement to every frame. For content creators, this environment performs exceptionally well, requiring minimal adjustments while delivering a high-quality cinematic look. Sound performance is another underrated aspect. Unlike cities where noise becomes overwhelming, Vancouver maintains a controlled soundscape. Music, voices, and traffic blend rather than clash. This makes the experience immersive rather than exhausting. During Halloween week, Themed music from bars and clubs adds seasonal character without overpowering the overall ambience. Even the occasional silence between passing cars feels intentional, giving the city room to breathe. Safety and cleanliness are part of the city's nighttime design philosophy. Even after 3 a.m., streets are relatively clean, trash bins are maintained, and sidewalks remain accessible. This reflects strong urban management and community awareness. While no city is perfect, Vancouver's downtown shows a level of care that enhances the night experience rather than detracting from it. This is especially important during high-traffic events like Halloween week, when crowds could easily overwhelm infrastructure. Yet the city continues to function smoothly. Food culture becomes a major highlight at this hour. Late-night eateries, food trucks, and 24-hour cafes turn into social hubs where different groups intersect. You might see people in costumes sharing tables with night shift workers still in uniform, all connected by the simple need for warm food and conversation. The design of these spaces often prioritizes quick service without sacrificing atmosphere, making them ideal stops during a long night downtown. This aspect adds comfort and familiarity, grounding the otherwise surreal Halloween energy. Transportation flow after 3 a.m. demonstrates the city's adaptability. Traffic is lighter, but movement never stops. Bike lanes remain active, and pedestrian crossings feel safe due to clear signals and good visibility. The performance of the city's traffic management systems at this hour highlights thoughtful planning, even with spontaneous gatherings and costume crowds. Intersections function without chaos, which speaks to the efficiency of urban design and enforcement. Another unique selling point is how Vancouver downtown transitions seamlessly from nightlife to early morning. You can sense the shift as the sky slowly lightens, club lights dim, and coffee shops begin preparing for the morning rush. During Halloween week, this transition feels even more dramatic, as costumes slowly disappear and normal routines return. This ability to transform without disruption is part of what makes the city feel alive around the clock. Architectural details become more noticeable when the pace slows after 3 a.m. Glass towers reflect each other endlessly. Older buildings tell stories through worn brick and carved stone, and public art installations feel more personal without daytime crowds. Halloween decorations add temporary layers to this permanent design, showing how flexible and adaptable the city's visual identity can be emotionally. Vancouver downtown after 3 a.m. during Halloween week delivers a feeling that is hard to replicate. It is not just about partying or staying out late, but about experiencing a city in its most honest form. The masks and costumes ironically reveal more about people's creativity and openness. The quiet moments between bursts of music allow reflection, making the night feel meaningful rather than just entertaining from a review perspective. The overall performance of Vancouver downtown at this hour is impressive. Infrastructure, people, design, and atmosphere work together instead of competing. The city does not rely on excess or spectacle, but on consistency and character. Halloween week amplifies these qualities rather than masking them, proving that the city can handle high-energy events without losing its identity. As the night deepens, the city continues to move, breathe, and glow, offering a version of urban life that feels both intimate and expansive. A place where stories unfold quietly on sidewalks, in reflections on glass, and in the shared experience of being awake when most of the world is asleep. Vancouver downtown after 3 a.m. during Halloween week becoming less about time and more about feeling.